the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time moves on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Alright, today is April 10th, 2025. It is 1:57 p.m. There are some tweets that I have. I just want to get rid of them. Where is it? I just did 2 videos. One for here, this channel. One for Happy Team Sussex regarding Dan Wotton and heavy security. And this are some stuff regarding Meghan's podcast. Okay? So let's cover these. I have them on the list for a while. I need to get rid of them. Let's go on Twitter. Let me pause for a second. Alright, so let's get started. The first tweet. Okay, Confession of a Female Founder, ranking and business podcast for the debut episode. Number 1 in USA, number 1 in Canada, number 2 in UK, number 4 in Australia. Okay, 4.1 out of 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts. Our Duchess of Success and Influence keep on winning. And 4.6 out of 5 on Spotify. Oh, okay. Let's go. It was such a beautiful episode. That's an ad. Okay, awesome. Long may it continue. I'm so happy for her. No one deserves to win more than she does. After everything she's been put through, she's taking her power back, and it's absolutely wonderful to watch. Can't wait for her to get on that billionaire status. What? Okay, so it was small. Okay, I love the first episode, especially about making big deals about things that may not matter in 5 minutes, hours, weeks, or 5 years. Knowing who you are give us perspective and matters most. I love it. However, are they going to spend this one? The Duchess is giving them too much to crash out over. There's a laugh here. Well deserved. So proud of you, Meghan. Sussex. Okay, Meghan podcast is a great relief from messy time. Yep, all the things she's putting out. These are other things. The naysayers in the UK won't like this. Why is it number 2 in the UK? All right, so there's the next tweet. Let's pause that. Insecure mediocre women present themselves as journalists, but are really glorified gossipers except the unwarranted criticism toward a woman they seemingly perceive as superior. Got it? Okay, so that's a retweet. I'm not sure what this is about, if it's about Meghan. I guess so. There's Meghan, yeah. Okay, the advice that Meghan tends to take is her own advice. Meghan's new part. I mean, if everybody else's tend to shift her, everything that they're telling her is to throw her into the pit. And after a couple of times, when you realize this is what they want for you, you have to say, wait a second, what do I want for myself? Oh my God, these people are something. I'm just happy Meghan understand the logic of these people. I could understand the first time she went in the UK, she saw how they were and she learned really quick and then adjust. Once she adjusts, they don't like her adjustment. Meanwhile, she went in where she was willing to work with them.
I think what's been really exciting as we talk about the transition of this out of my career but into the role is that, as you said, the causes that have been very important to me, I can focus even more energy on, because very early out of the gate, I think you realize once you have access or a voice that people are willing to listen to, with that comes a lot of responsibility, which I take seriously. And at the same time, I think in these beginning few months and now being boots on the ground in the UK, I'm excited to just really get to know more about the different communities here, smaller organizations who are working on the same causes that I've always been passionate about under this umbrella. And also being able to go around to the Commonwealth. I think it's just the beginning of the...
There's a lot to do. There's a lot to do.
And everything. But they rejected her. A freaking car door. She closed a door. A car door. They make a big deal out of it. Meghan's new podcast, Confession of a Female Founder, is providing the public with more ammunition after she makes comments that are not entirely relatable, says the Sunday Times at Veronica. Is she the one who's Veronica? Okay, of all things spoken about the podcast, to dwell on Porch Pirate is unreal. Same people knew exactly what she was saying regarding that. Okay, let's see here.
I think the game plan, one of them, is to certainly become a very wealthy influencer.
We're going to do this with compassion and not too much cynicism, but the simple truth is you wouldn't know as a super rich person what a porch pirate was, because you haven't got a porch, you've got a very elongated driveway, maybe a guarded booth, and you certainly aren't asking delivery people to leave a box hidden behind the plant pot because you're out at work all day. So it's just this kind of stuff that slightly gives everybody ammunition, doesn't it?
Porch piracy wasn't something I was expecting to be discussed between self-made billionaire Whitney Wolf-Herd and I think it's fair to say probably millionaire Meghan in Montecito. But it did feature in this first podcast, which I listened to, all 40 minutes I listened to this morning so that we could talk about it in the know. No, I suppose the ammunition that you're talking about was the ammunition that came from, I think, the Netflix series as well. Just perhaps that feeling that it's not entirely relatable. But I suppose for women who want to set up their own businesses, they might have found that conversation interesting.
Who is advising Meghan at the moment, and what do you see as the kind of ultimate game plan? I can understand, of course, everybody needs a job and everybody needs to make money, but Meghan does want us to kind of approve of her choices as well, doesn't she?
I think she does in America. I don't think she cares so much about whether we over here approve of her choices anymore. I mean, she walked away from the UK. In terms of who's advising her...
That I agree with her. She walked away and then you guys are still talking about her.
That's a really good question. I mean, from all the people I've spoken to in the past who've worked with her, the advice that Meghan tends to take is her own advice. It's always been the kind of discussion that perhaps sometimes Harry and Meghan don't take as much advice as they could from people with their best interests at heart. In terms of the game plan, I think, I have to say, from what we saw kind of off the back of the As Ever and With Love Meghan launch, then seeing the kind of paid partnership product she's doing in terms of, link and bio, I think she I think the game plan, one of them, is to certainly become a very wealthy influencer. And I think by having a podcast, by having that Netflix series, by, shop what I'm wearing, that's more the direction I think she's moving in. I could be wrong, but we haven't heard so much about the philanthropy recently. It's been more about this brand building in terms of actual commercial brand.
Like those people are saying, there's so many other topics that she talked about in that podcast, especially about the postpartum and all that. Why didn't they talk about that? That was like, they were having a conversation and that popped up out of the conversation, and these people make their podcast about just the posh pirate only. Oh my god. The British press and royalists are really useless trolls. Meghan is not working well. She is living her best life, busy working for herself and humanity. So why are you asking what is her game plan and who is advising her when she is not living in her life to please toxic and racist? Okay, racist, evil, bitter white people like you all. Pay attention to those using your taxpayers' money. Okay, usually a podcast is enjoyable, learning about guests, but why is it always the cast that is become about her every single time? There was a range of different things. The other, the person she was talking to, talk about her business, talk about how the tabloid was putting all sort of things about Meghan when Meghan was already at home. Let's see here. Right, Veronica is supposed to be on a trip reporting on King Charles from Italy, yet she is here on TV obsessed with Meghan, who left UK 5 years ago. Pathetic. True? Are you so right? Okay. I don't know. Meghan didn't tell them to talk about her. She's doing her own thing. Absolute BS. Meghan's soothing voice is a joy to listen to, and as I had pre-eclampsia, toxemia, and my premature 3-pound 10-ounce baby only survived a week, entirely relatable. Shame on you all for your endless bullying of beautiful human. Of a beautiful human. Yeah, there's so many other little topics that was discussed over there in that podcast, and this is what they decided to pick and focus on their podcast about. British wounded veteran participated at the Invictus game, and you then spend any time on covering them because you can't be bothered. But when the Duchess of Sussex makes jam or anything at all, you and your ilk swarm like flies. What a disgrace. That's a very good one. Okay, the bitterness and jealousy of these people is palpable. Imagine choosing to make a career out of talking about people you don't like and choosing to listen to the podcast just to complain about how rich and unrelatable the people you are choosing to listen to are. There's that here. How many times has Veronica had a conversation with the Duchess about her business? Quite telling that she had time to listen to her podcast while she is on a historic tour with the king. Oh! By the way, where is Kate? Is she now a part-time senior royal? Okay, she tagged somebody here. I'm sure the CEO of Bumble, as her friend, has been her excellent advice. If only someone could give William advice on his crappy projects. That's another thing. You're another target audience. Move on. That's another good thing again. Okay, see, this is what I like about now. Okay, now the squad is in the UK. I'm assuming some of these comments are people from the UK. They need to speak up. Because at one point, all I was hearing are squaddies from other countries, most of them, who were doing the pushback. Okay, you're not the target audience. Move on. What it comes down to is that Meghan refused to come outside to play your games. She looks out her window to see you, then like what she saw, so she moved to a new neighborhood in another country. You're upset she left and then forward her new address to you. That's another good one here. Okay, hi Veronica. The Duchess of Sussex has strong advisors around her who are not bitchy or snarky like you. I will hope you just focus on the king's visit. And I'm sure the king will love that too. The king's state visit. Here is what she said in her interview with, let's see here. With ambition to build as ever for the long term, Meghan says she has been surrounding herself with a lot of strong women. When hiring and building out her team as a founder, she prioritizes shared values above all else, but warn other entrepreneurs not to fall into the trap of thinking shared values mean constant agreement. Like-minded is not the same as like values, says Meghan. It's very, very important to have people that are going to help you stress test the decision that you are making and not always in agreement, so you can see it through a different point of view. Look what's happening with Santa Bali, for instance. Okay, they're making money all day off Meghan. They can't stop running their mouth about her. Right after this one, that's it. This stalker is jealous. Prince Harry rejects those bored for a beautiful, fantastic, intelligent, fabulous woman who is not afraid to stand by her conviction for the greater good. Meg has never acknowledged this stalker in 5 years. Royal, you are not in her reach. That's for sure. Not the target audience. Once you focus, you know who will listen to you. You know who's gonna tell you like it is, like that screenshot that I just read. You could express your mind with understanding and the way that you feel. And then if your viewers or whoever, your true followers don't agree with you, they will know how to tell you. Okay, like one of the TikTok videos that I did yesterday, I'll show you the screenshot. I mentioned it on another video as well, where she was saying, you know who's not happy? Me. I'm not happy, but I'm happy for you. But I'm not happy for me because I didn't have whatever. I'm just paraphrasing. Okay? And then through her, while she's being sarcastic in her video, on that TikTok video, she also gave an example of another entrepreneur, how she was able to sell her product by, I think, mailing list or email, or tell her followers when certain things are coming out or something like that. Okay, Meghan's followers will understand Meghan's point of view, and if they don't like it, just like that TikToker will tell Meghan exactly how it is. But these people, they pick something that is good and then they complain about it. No matter what Meghan does, they complain about it. Like I said earlier, she closed a freaking car door. They were upset about it. All right, next tweet. I think it's the same thing as that, but let's make sure. Okay, so this is new here. Okay, it's here as ever. So the squad were showing off that thing. This is nice. And the color tone matched perfectly with the counter. All right, let's pause. Must be nice. The GIF. Must be nice. Pathetic sobbing. Such beautiful, elegant packaging. Love it. We expect nothing less from Precious Meghan. From Precious Princess Meghan. Thanks for sharing. Awesome. DM Marie Claire, editor, and give it a review. All right, let's go to the next tweet. I heard the squad were talking about Marie Claire, and some of them said something like they're not dealing with them or something. All right, next tweet. Thank you, Meghan Sussex, as ever. Okay, beautiful package. The face. This little boy, they turned it into a GIF. The same face. Happy for you. Nice. Congrats. There's a laugh here. Congratulations. Still waiting. There's that. Courage. Very happy for you. Enjoy. I'm still waiting to be notified that mine has shipped. Okay, that's a different language. That's a different language. Enjoy. And all those other emojis. Next tweet. I have one more left after that, and then I'm gonna check one tweet I think I skipped by accident. Okay, Hello Magazine staff have received their bags of goodies from Duchess Meghan Sussex as ever, and they are delighted. Okay, so let's, okay. We are so excited to receive a box filled with goodies from the Duchess of Sussex, new brand as ever, from teas to jam and even a shortbread kit. We can't wait to elevate our tea time. Thank you so much. This one, I don't know. The jam, the spread, I just love the packaging of it. every time I see it, it reminds me of my architecture model making. The edible. What the hell? She's already sprinkling on the box, wasting it. Okay, this is someone you should not send to. Okay, Jesus. Now, shady Hello Kate Middleton's glassy cat litter cleaner. Oh, I don't know what that means. That's that. Okay, so let's go to the next one, and that's my last one. And before I close off and go to do a prayer, I'm gonna check one tweet to make sure. All right, so what's this here? Royal Vats tomorrow. Alarms are all set, ready for confession of a female founder. This was posted on the 7th. I'm recording it now. Let's listen.
We're all listening, aren't we?
Absolutely right.
When Meghan speaks, we're all listening, aren't we?
Absolutely right.
When
The squad pick exactly that moment. There's that. When Meghan speak, everybody listen. There's Harry. There's that. All those hashtags, and this hateful royalist will be on TV having listened coming soon, yet they don't realize it's them that keep Meghan's Duchess of Sussex and power. We love Meghan. LOL, that's an ad. There's the laugh here. Okay, let me pause and see if I got everything on the list, because I think I skipped one. Yep, I did miss one. I felt like I skipped it, so this is the one that I skipped. I can't wait to make a shortbread cookie mix for Easter. I'm so excited. So that's that. Okay, stunning. Thank you. That's an ad. What a gorgeous presentation of the lovely As Ever products. I am so jealous, but do enjoy living vicariously through you and those who receive As Ever packages. Thank you. Love how you took time to stage that so well. Thank you. Your flower arrangement is divine. Thank you. Everything looks so beautiful. I look forward to your seeing your shortbread cookies. Okay, thank you. Thank you. That's an ad. I hope the restocking of As Ever products happens soon. There's all of that. Okay, so let's look at it. Yeah, that's very nice. Matched very well. Blend very well. All right, so I think I'm done. Let's do a prayer. The last prayer that I did was prayer for safety. Let's put and prosperity. Let's put and prosperity. Ooh. Prosperity. First one. Oh my god, it's too long. I may not be able to see it. Let's do this one. A prayer for prosperity and financial blessing. Father, it is your desire for us to prosper in all that we do. We speak forth promotions, business ideas, divine connections, and partnerships. We stir up the same creative spirit that made the heaven and the earth to bring forth new ideas and inventions for the betterment of this world, that we can be a blessing to many. All right, so that is it. Thank you for watching. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. All right, so that is it.